Well, on this day, we're going to critique a ridiculously retarded girly man who just makes no fucking sense at all. But that's what we do here. We dunk on the dunkable. Meet Todd.
Elucidate and illuminate and bang the bushes a little bit to make the snakes scatter.
Banging bush is about the only thing he ever banged. But make the snakes scatter. There's that ego again, that false sense of I'm somebody important. You're nobody, Todd. But let's continue.
Now, I'm a pretty passionate dude. I just want to, for the record, I guess Christopher Ruff is of the opinion, or somebody basically stirred him up, claiming that I made a threat of violence on him, or and last night in my live, I just basically said if you felt as though I was threatening you, yeah, you know my address because I gave him my address. I sent it to him in a text message. Hopefully, I can get that Street News Network hoodie so I can be his Kentucky affiliate.
Oh, isn't that interesting? Ruff and Bryant seem to be having some kind of difficulty. The problem with they're both egomaniacs with low self-esteems. They're both making idle threats. They're both incapable of enacting anything on the other. They're both just talking shit on the internet. That's what they do.
And I said, yeah, you can ask me face to face. Now, I will say this again, unequivocally and very fucking clearly, for anyone that might be confused or that has any doubt in their minds. I am a fucking man.
Wait, you're a man? With all the evidence to the contrary, we're going to need to see receipts on that if you're going to make some outlandish claims that you are a man, because we're not seeing it here.
I will respect other men as fucking men. And if you speak to me, you're going to speak to me in a certain way.
A certain way. Well, my certain way of speaking to you is calling you out to be a pussy, a wussy, a liar, a cheat, a dishonest, disingenuous piece of crap, a girly man who can't even keep his wife to his own. You raised two kids that she parented with copulation with another man. What's the kind of way you expect us to talk to you?
I will respect other men as fucking men. And if you speak to me, you're going to speak to me in a certain way as a man, or there's going to be fucking problems.
I'll agree with you. Every time anybody speaks to you a certain kind of way that you don't like, there is problems. But the problems are between your left ear and your right ear. The problems are not any problems that you think you're causing on anybody else. You have not memed anybody into oblivion. You have not proven anyone to be anything but someone who calls you out on your stupid, childish, disingenuous, dishonest bullshit. You lie, your feet stink, you don't love Jesus.
I don't come into your house and try to rearrange your furniture. Don't come into my house trying to rearrange my furniture.
Oh, don't be silly. We don't go into your house to rearrange your furniture. We go into your house to take our turns with the missus.
Right? So, my argument is this, right? I show respect. I show a great deal of respect for Christopher Ruff. I think he, like most people, came into the channel and was like, what the hell's going on here? Wait, you're supporting a scam now? No, I'm not supporting a scam. I'm donating to what I believe is a good cause, right?
Another example of his disingenuousness, his dishonesty, his lying, his conniving, his bullshit. In his mind, as he's pointed out to us many times, he believes that the Angry Vets charity, SCARS, SCARS, is a scam, it's a grift, it's going directly into Tav's pockets. Now, we all know that's not the truth, but we do also know that that is what Todd thinks of SCARS. The reason he's saying these things and donating it to it is because he thinks that buys him some kind of special right to comment on the Angry material. As you notice, I'm commenting on Generally Specifics material without paying him a goddamn dime because he's not doing it. He put it out there in public and I can use it. Tav put stuff out in public, you can use it. But in his little warped mind, he thinks he has to say these things to allow him to do that which what he's already allowed to do.
I'm donating to what I believe is a great cause. I'm donating in my heart to what I believe is a great cause. If everything is as it's being advertised, then it should be considered a great cause. Now, what somebody does with that money, that's between them and God. I've given that $20. It's not a whole lot of money, really, at the end of the day. I've given that. I planted that seed. I've sown that seed. You know, someone else can come along and water it, whether that's Tav, whether that's somebody else in the community. But God's going to provide the increase, right? I'm going to leave that. I'm going to give it to God, and I'm going to let it go, right?
I mean, really, come on, audience. You really don't need me to point this bullshit out, do you? It's quite obvious. His history and, yeah, he's just squirming.
But I'm going to start making moseying my way up there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see JJ or not, but from what I understand, I guess we can record in the lobby now. I was talking to a couple of the people. If we can't, I will be cutting this off or standing outside of the thing for a minute while I'm, opining. Um,
All right, we see that he really, really, really wants to see his butt buddy JJ. He's pining for JJ. But more importantly, he's wondering if he's allowed to record in the public lobby. Todd. If you're concerned about it, just tell him you're the sister of one of the law enforcement officers there. Sisters of law enforcement officers are allowed to record in that lobby. In fact, they can record you being told you can't record.
we're gonna walk up to it right now. All right.
Wow, what a struggle for a little man to get out of such a large vehicle. Todd, can I recommend your next vehicle be like a Yugo or Prius or something? Something more size appropriate for you. You're really struggling to get out of that.
We're gonna walk up to it right now. All right. So I do not have my weapon on me. I got my holster, but I don't have my weapon. So I may go into the court. I do not have. So I do not have my weapon on me. I got my holster, but I don't have my weapon.
Oh, come on, Todd. A holster is to host a weapon. It's to carry your weapon. Why in the fuck would you carry a holster without a weapon? What is the point in that? Is that like when you wore your OP4 fake ID on your arm to make it look like you're something important? Does the holster somehow make you feel... Someone suggested you try and intimidate. I don't know. You're a poser. You're a fucking poser. There is no purpose in carrying a holster without something in it.
Yeah, so I'm in the lobby now.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. There is nobody, I mean, there is absolutely fucking nobody who watched that live stream, live or watched it later, who did not know that that was the lobby of the Meade County Courthouse/jail. Everybody, and I do mean everybody, who watches that live stream has seen the lobby of Meade County Courthouse, Meade County Detention Center, a million times. We've seen it through Kaiser's channel. We've seen it for Public Safety's channel. We've seen it through your channel. It's quite obvious, especially when you're walking from your wife's vehicle, which is too big for you, towards the entrance. Do you really have to announce this is the lobby? Captain Obvious.
Oh. No recording in here? Okay, so I'm just going to stand by here. Hey, is JJ in there yet?
And that's all you really had to do. Tell him you're with JJ. Tell him you're with tell him you're the law enforcement officer's sister, because they are allowed to record. Tell him you're that 3%er. Oh, by the way, you're not a 3%er. You're not a Proud Boy. You're not an Oath Keeper. You are a tool. All those groups had people like you, and they call them tools, and you are a tool. Cheerio, motherfucker. Cherry the fucko.